They say the crowd can't be wrong. But if that were true, why does history keep proving it is? Every century, the majority believes it has found truth, only for time to reveal that truth was convenience in disguise. We don't notice when we're wrong, because everyone around us is wrong in the same way. Imagine standing in an ancient square, the air thick with noise, merchants shouting, priests preaching, and a crowd circling a man accused of blasphemy. You don't know if he's guilty. You only see the others raising their hands. The pull to belong feels heavier than the need to understand. One more stone leaves your hand, and history records your obedience as morality. Centuries later, that square has turned into a screen. The stones have turned into comments, likes, and headlines, but the instinct remains. The same one that once kept us alive inside tribes now keeps us obedient inside systems. We mistake collective noise for collective wisdom. Psychologists call it social proof, but long before that, ancient thinkers saw the same danger. Lao Tzu warned that when the majority praises something, it is time to pause and question it. Socrates was executed by a democratic vote. Galileo was silenced by the authority of consensus. The crowd has always had good intentions, but good intentions without thought can destroy truth faster than lies ever could. Our brain follows the herd not because it's foolish, but because it's efficient. Thinking alone takes energy. Following is faster. When we see everyone facing the same direction, we assume it must be right. That instinct once saved our ancestors from predators. Now it saves us from discomfort. In the 1950s, Solomon Asch proved how powerful that pull is. He placed people in a group and showed them a simple question: which line is longer? The answer was clear. Yet when everyone else gave the wrong answer, most followed. They didn't want to stand out. They didn't want to be the only one who saw differently. That is how truth dies, not by force, but by quiet surrender. And that same mechanism now runs the modern world. Look at how systems are built. News media reward speed over accuracy. Politicians reward loyalty over honesty. Markets reward hype over value. Algorithms reward outrage over depth. Each system trains us to react first and reflect later. Even economics plays the same trick. The market doesn't always reward wisdom. It rewards what spreads. Fads rise and fall because investors chase each other's confidence. A bubble isn't created by lies. It's created by too many people agreeing too fast. Whether it's tulips, crypto, or headlines, the story repeats. The majority believes. The system profits. The few who think slowly are called fools, until they're proven right too late. Now look closer, at the personal scale. A young person sees everyone around chasing the same job, the same image, the same metrics of success. Deep down, they know it doesn't feel right, but to question it feels like exile. So they follow, they buy, they perform, not out of greed, but fear of being the only one who sees differently. The crowd isn't evil, it's scared, and fear is contagious. When everyone's afraid of missing out, of being wrong or being left behind, the safest place seems to be where everyone else already is. But safety has a cost. You trade your clarity for comfort. You give up thinking to stay accepted. The Stoics saw this danger clearly. Marcus Aurelius wrote that the opinion of 10,000 men is of no value if none of them know what they're talking about. True wisdom, he said, begins when you can stand alone without anger, when you can see the crowd, understand it, and still choose your own way. We live in an age that demands that kind of courage again, because every system around us profits from our reaction. News wants your outrage. Social media wants your validation. Politics wants your division. The market wants your attention. Together, they form a perfect machine that rewards the most reactive version of ourselves. The quieter you become, the less profitable you are. But silence, real silence, is where the mind returns to strength. It's where you notice the difference between thinking and echoing, between what you've chosen and what you've inherited, between belief and belonging. So how do we resist this silent pressure? First, learn to pause. When something provokes you, don't rush to agree or disagree. Just wait. Notice what part of you is reacting. Is it fear, ego, or genuine understanding? That moment of observation breaks the spell of the crowd. Second, seek slow information. Read things that were written to last longer than a week. Listen to voices that value truth over popularity. The goal is not to find perfect answers, but to widen your perception beyond what the system feeds you. Third, find real conversations, not debates. Conversations where both people risk changing their minds. The crowd speaks to be right. The wise speak to understand. And finally, think about the civic level. The systems we build reflect the minds that sustain them. Reward slow journalism over clickbait. These are small acts, but multiplied, they reshape culture. If this video has forced you to question something you thought you knew for sure, that's not a sign of weakness. It's the beginning of intellectual courage. Share this video with someone who isn't afraid to think deeply, even when it's uncomfortable. Because in a world designed to profit from our intellectual surrender, the simple act of thinking carefully becomes our most important form of resistance. And that's what I want to remind you of. Every time you choose curiosity over certainty, evidence over emotion, careful thinking over knee-jerk reactions, you're not just protecting your mind, you're protecting the very possibility of human intelligence in an age of artificial stupidity.